This is a collective responsibility. I think all of us, all the countries in the region, have been working in this area, as you know, for many decades, and aware of the. So it is to point like this country and say that this country A or country B is the most dangerous country in the world. I don't think it's appropriate. I think what is appropriate is to say that we all need to uphold the Non-Proliferation Treaty. We need to work for a world with less nuclear weapons. We need to uphold international law in every circumstance. You referred to the situation of the nuclear program in Iran and the different facilities. Isfahan being one of those. It's a big compound that includes a number of different facilities related to the nuclear fuel cycle. Uranium processing, uranium conversion, and other important activities. Which were subject to attacks during the 12-day war, as you yourself have mentioned. What I think you are referring to is an enrichment facility which Iran announced just a few days before the attacks. They indicated to us that they had a new facility to declare, and we immediately requested access to it, which was granted, actually, and paradoxically, access was going to take place on June 13th, on the day the attacks commenced. So we were not in a position to visit this place, so we could not say at this point whether this place was simply an empty hall or a place where already cascades and centrifuges were being placed for operation. In any case, it wouldn't be the first. As you know, we have enrichment in Natanz, we have enrichment in Fordow. So this would have been yet another one. We were not able to visit it. I hope when the inspectors return, we can do the inspection work that is required. Obviously, a war, any war, but in particular a war that has been predicated on the possibility of one country developing nuclear weapons, and then the review conference of the NPT coming almost immediately or very close to that, constitutes a challenge because, of course, there are sides in a war, and people obviously do not see eye to eye on why it happened and whether there was any justification for that or not. Indeed, as in the case of Iran, there is a process which is activated, quite frequently between the United States and Russia and Ukraine, and in this process, as you know, one of the key issues is the issue of the nuclear power plant there. It is often listed, and I think rightly so, together with the territorial issues, as one of the most pressing matters and matters that are more difficult to resolve. So it's something I'm discussing all the time with them. Our main preoccupation is the safety of the facility and to avoid a nuclear accident. My impression is that the final picture will pretty much depend on these negotiations. As you know, the IAEA supports the negotiation. It's not a party to the negotiation. The most important thing at the moment is to ensure that there is no accident. It's not an easy task, I can assure you. We are at the moment negotiating the 6th ceasefire. We were able to achieve 5 already, and the 6th is necessary now to conduct some indispensable repairs on the external power lines that feed the nuclear power plant there. So this is our main objective at the moment. Obviously, one has to apply common sense to the whole situation. There is no peace. There is only a ceasefire, and there is probably this difficulty in accessing. Until my inspectors can go and verify that there is no access, we cannot confirm that this is the situation. We are being told that this is the case. So there are lots of things. We tried last year with the Cairo Agreement to pave the way for a return of the inspectors there. But of course, with the new war episode, this is still delayed. I am in contact separately with Iran and with the United States, and we consult quite frequently. We know each other very, very well, so we consult occasionally on verification issues, on some technical matters. But in terms of the formal process, unlike the last time, for now, we haven't been invited to join. But in any case, as I was responding to the colleague here in the first row, the agreement will have to have a very robust inspection system. So I am sure that we will be involved at the right time.
So is President Trump right when he said there was a bad deal? Means that, because today Iran, through that deal, will have been already, at least that's what he told us, with a nuclear weapon.
But as I said just now, answering to another question, I am not a party, I'm not a part of the negotiation right now. We have conversations with both sides, so at some point there will be, I suppose, some involvement. It's up to the negotiators to decide, of course. As to the past is the past. It's an opinion of the president. I wouldn't have a comment on his judgment about the JCPOA.